Hello everyone, my name is Ibrahim bin Adnan and I am from grade 5. Today I would like to share with you the exodus that was my exhibition journey. So here it goes. To start with, we had our thinking and research skill workshops, and then we were all shown the United Nations Sustainable Developmental Goals, or simply called UN SDGs, and were asked to pick one for our exhibition. Arham, Anzal, and I chose responsible consumption and production. We then sat down and made our umbrella central idea and our exhibition logo. Every group was introduced to their mentors who would help us making our group central idea, lines of inquiry, key and related concepts. Our group was lucky enough to get teacher Farwa, who along with my homeroom teacher Zunaira and my parents is the main reason I'm here to tell you all about this wonderful journey. Then came the exhibition inquiry. We started by learning the definition of materials, their types, forms, uses, and the role of technology in their production. We learned about the classification of materials, which can be classified into four main types. Metals, which can be ferrous, meaning iron containing, or non-ferrous like aluminium, copper, silver, tin, lead, and gold. Next, polymers like rubber and plastic. Ceramics, which are crystalline like pots, pans, vases, utensils, and non-crystalline, mainly glass. And finally, composites can be either natural like wood, shell and bone, and synthetic like cement. After that, we were given the task to compare the structure, composition, and performance of plastic and metal. Following which we came to the very interesting part of knowing about the synthesis and processing of plastics and metals. Plastics can be either thermoplastics or thermoset, and each has its own processing processes. Thermoplastic is made through extrusion, calendering, film blowing, injection molding, blow molding, expanded bead blowing, rotational molding, compression molding, and thermoforming, while the thermoset is made through casting and reaction injection molding. For this task, I even visited a PVC plastic pipe factory. I learned firsthand how they made the PVC pipes and saw the extrusion machines and how it works with my own eyes. It was a truly wonderful experience for me. Metals, on the other hand, are not synthesized as they are present on the earth in the form of ores. Then we have to refine them through flotation for least reactive or native metals like gold, copper, and silver. Carbon reduction for intermediate reactive metals like iron and zinc, and electrolysis for metals that are even more reactive than carbon and have the highest reactivity for aluminium and magnesium. Then I learned about all of the materials. Next, I was given the task to write the uses of fabric, why are fabric bags preferred over plastic bags, and the pros and cons of plastic bags. Then we had the formative task of our first line of inquiry, which was to make a flowchart about the production of PVC resin. After that, we started our second line of inquiry, which is changing properties of materials. First, we learned the definition of a property and the different properties of all materials. Then we figured out the two properties, which are physical and chemical. Next, we learned about all the types of materials, which are polyethylene terephthalate, high density polyethylene, polyvinyl chloride, low density polyethylene, polypropylene, polystyrene, and others. Then we learned about the effects of plastic on the environment and made a PPT of it. We also learned how the properties of materials can change through plasticizers, branching chains, cross-linking, and length of polymer chains. Then we started our action, and first I emailed Saaf Suthra Share and the Ocean Cleanup to contribute with them. But I wanted to carry out a practical action, so we chose three, which are making a tile out of plastic bottles, making paper out of newspapers or waste paper, and making fabric bag without stitching and using an old t-shirt. Making recycled paper and fabric bags at home was quite easy, but making the plastic tiles was slightly more difficult, but nevertheless quite rewarding. I think all three of my projects turned out great, and I can't wait to show them to everyone in our exhibition. With that, I come to the end of my journey. It was nice to share it with you. Thank you and bye.